Good morning, scholars. This is the last page of our first lesson, lesson 1 in our Spelling by Pattern book. You can see at the top that it says On Safari, Safari Journal. Every week we're going to have a Safari journal entry that they have written as we go throughout the year on the safari with them. You can see at the bottom that we're on page 7, and we're finishing up the first week, okay? So, the first week on safari. Look out for elephants. So it's exciting. They've got an exclamation point. So this is an exciting story entry in our journal. Safari journal. Every week, this will be the last thing in our lessons. Look out for elephants. That's the title. Capital, capital. No capital on that letter. Capital here. The reason for is not capitalized is because it's not a super important word in the title. Sometimes the little words will not be capitalized. So in the middle, it's always capitalized at the beginning. So if it starts out with the will be capitalized. But if it's in the middle of a title, it might not be. So the small prepositions, some of our connecting words will not be capitalized. So that's why for is not capitalized. Look out for elephants. Excellent. Title, capitalized. Let's read and see what it says. On the first day of our adventure, we will be looking for elephants. That makes sense. Let's read the sign on the trail. Okay? Circle all of the pattern words in the lesson you can find. So in this journal, you're going to have to do these things. You're going to have to circle, so circle, circle, annotate your directions, circle all of the pattern words in the lesson you can find. Sometimes it might not be pattern words, but this week it is. Circle the pattern words. That's all we got to circle. We don't have a list, but we're pretty familiar with them this week. If you need to look, you think one's a pattern word, go back and look at your pattern list, okay? You're going to read this, you're going to find the pattern words. So let's do a couple of sentences together. Elephants use their strong trunks to get food, to take a drink, and to spray water. So in that sentence, what are the pattern words? Do you remember? Was strong a pattern word? If you're not sure, you can go back and look. You know, you can flip back to the first page and see if strong, oh look, it's the very first one to check. So it told us to circle, so we're going to circle strong. How about trunks? Trunk was, but trunks wasn't. So what if I took the S off? Trunk. Elephants use their strong trunks to get food, to take a drink, and to spray water. How about drink? That's sounding familiar to me. So I'm going to go look. Oh, I can look on this page. Here's our list. Yep, there's drink. Yes, ma'am, it's there. So I'm going to circle drink. Okay. If you don't want to circle trunks, that's okay because the new word is the plural, but some people like to take off the S and say, yep, there's our pattern word. Elephants use their strong trunks to get food, to take a drink, and to spray water. Spray. No, spray wasn't, splash was, so we're not going to circle spray. So circle all the pattern words. So you're going to continue to look for all the pattern words. Remember, when you're done, go back and look twice. Great scholars always double check their work. You could also say, Mom, Dad, do you see any other pattern words I might have missed? See if they'll go over it with you, okay? So you're going to keep reading. Let's look at the second sentence. They twist their long trunk to grasp a branch of leaves and will whip it into their mouth. I know twist is a pattern word, so I'm going to circle it. Their long trunk. Yes, there's the plural, the singular form of it, trunk. Grasp a branch of leaves and whip it into their mouth. Grasp, I know that is, because they misspelled it over there. A branch, yes, I remember the monkey was hanging from a branch. Branch of leaves, no. And we'll whip it into, yeah, whip. That means they take it in really quickly. Branch and swing it into their mouth. All right, so that's what you're gonna do there. Now, that looks like, okay, that's all I have to do on this page, but that's not. Look at the bottom. Go all the way down to the bottom. Oh, you see a picture, they're on their safari. Look how small that SUV looks next to that elephant. Ooh, that's a big elephant. But look down here at the bottom. Reading fluency, 114 words. How long does it take you to read Look Out for Elephants? Circle this. Put a star by it, something. So you know that you're going to do this. Sometimes we do the top, do this, and we forget to do the bottom. You have to do both things on this page. You have to circle the words, and then after you do that, you're going to read it out loud to someone as they're timing you. Everybody has a stopwatch on their phone, so you have to read it out loud to mom or dad or grandma, grandpa, your friend, your older brother, sister, the person who's working with you, whoever is working with you. You need to say, I need your help. You have to time me. See how long it takes me to read this passage. Okay, working on our fluency here. You've already found the words, so you're kind of familiar with the story. And then you're going to say, okay, time me. And they're going to say, okay, go. And you're going to read. Whatever time it is, you're going to write it down here. So if it's 2 minutes and 60 seconds, that would be 3 minutes. But you would put 3 minutes. If it takes you 5 minutes, you write 5 minutes. If it takes you 1 minute and 27 seconds, then you put 1 minute, 27 seconds. And you can abbreviate. You can just put M for minutes and S for seconds. So let's say it takes me 1 minute, 27 seconds. 1 minute, 27 seconds. Whatever mom and dad tell you the time is when you're done. 5 minutes and 32 seconds, whatever it is. You write that down, okay? There's 114 words in that passage. Most second graders at the end of the year, so we're only at the beginning, but at the end are reading 90 words a minute. So this is even higher than most second graders would read at the end of the year. So it's okay if yours is over 1 minute or over 2 minutes. Whatever it is, write down the truthful answer, okay? Now down here it says word sort and rapid reading flashcards. We don't have those, so you can just X this out. Just make a line through it. Don't need to do that because we don't have them. I didn't give anything to you. And that ends our first lesson. So we're going to work with these words the rest of the week in some other form and practice taking a test either tomorrow or Thursday or Friday, whatever day works best. We're going to take our first spelling test. So make sure you're familiar with the words. If you're kind of having a hard time with nosy nasals, go back and work with nosy nasals. If you don't understand or can't see or can't hear the digraphs, go back and work with those digraphs. Look at your face in the mirror. How are you saying shh? What is your face doing? What's it do when you go shh? What's it do when you make the sound? Your nosy nasals. Practice by looking in the mirror. That will help you hear and be able to write the words better when you're writing them. All right? And so in a day or two, we're going to take a spelling test, okay? So be ready, be prepared, get familiar with these words. All right, we did a lot in this first lesson, learned a lot of directions. We're just going to keep moving on and learning how to be better spellers. Remember, some spellers are born, most spellers are made. And that just means you work hard and you understand the letters and the English language and you can spell most words. All right, till we get back together again, go out and do great works.